Ganges water is shimmery clean, Himalayan snow cap is visible from Punjab, one can hear birds chirping while returning to home, air quality index is improved, animals are seen roaming around the streets, Venice rivers are flowing clean and got its swan back. No, I'm not talking about the world some 50 years ago. I'm talking about the world where we humans stayed inside our homes due to pandemic and gave nature time to heal. COVID-19 destroyed many areas of livelihood, from the living standards to economy as a whole. Everything got disrupted due to it. But the one thing that got better due to lockdown and eventually less human intervention was environment. This returning back of nature in its pure form shows the power that nature possesses, if not intervened by humans, can do miracles and can make things right. But is this recovery permanent? Did we humans give our Mother Earth enough time to heal her wounds? Research has shown that once the lockdown is lifted, the levels of pollution will increase and this time may be higher. We have been so busy fighting against coronavirus that we never planned for our lives in new normal. Fighting COVID will be hard, but to not have nature in our favor would make the picture even worse. Hence we, some environment enthusiasts, try to do our bit in making our Mother Earth greener and safer post-corona. Now we might learn to live with coronavirus, but what about plastic? Yes, plastic. It is no less than a virus, and its concentrated use in our life is not only fatal to living beings, but also to our Mother Earth. So we came up with an idea of exchanging plastics with plants. We decided to collect plastic from people and in turn gave them saplings. Now what are we going to do with this plastic? We segregated the plastic containers depending on the recycle numbers written on it. The ones that could be recycled are separated from the ones that can't be. The non-recyclable plastics can be collected and sent to eco-brick companies. We have tried to make a circular economy by using the money we get from plastic to buy saplings. This will not only remove wasted plastic from people's houses, but will also bring them closer to the nature as they plant our saplings in their gardens. Our future plan is to involve people and organizations willing to donate books, bookmarks, masks to us for distribution in return of plastic to people. Elixir in exchange of poison. Can you find a better deal than this? How can we not talk about the elephant in the room? Yes, air pollution. We all know that fumes, carbon monoxide, other toxic gases releasing from the vehicles are the major cause of it. And so we adopted carpooling activities and started traveling with public transport. But now when there is a risk of COVID-19 out there, won't you prefer traveling with your own vehicles? And all our efforts will go in vain when we see air quality index decrease again. Hence it becomes crucial for us to make the public transport safer after lockdown. And here are some changes that we propose in public transport sector. Digital India. It's certainly more than the millennials forwarding WhatsApp messages or sharing memes or accepting requests on Facebook. It is about introducing the internet to every aspect of our lives. It is about providing services to each and every citizen with just one click, and that too without any discrimination. So why to keep transportation services void of this magic of digitization? We promote the idea of electronic payment and e-ticket booking, as this will reduce our contact with inanimate surfaces, further decreasing the risk of coronavirus. We have tried to convert this imagination into reality and have created this model of token dispenser, which will work similarly to what we see at the metro stations. Now the main challenge is to overcome the problem of social distancing while traveling in public transport, primarily buses. We have tried to alter the seating plan of the buses to optimize the number of people traveling without compromising on their safety. What's beautiful about life is that if something has its cons, then it definitely has its pros too. And what we humans need to do is focus and work upon the positive side so that the demon of cons can never overpower the angel of pros.